Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Sarah Hopkins here from Hibiscus Neuro Rehab. Today I am coming to you from my car. That's the life of a community therapist, because we're often out and about seeing people not only in clinic but in the community. So that's where I am today. So I thought I'd just jump on when I had a few minutes to go through my weekly video. This week we're talking about Parkinson's and falls. So the reason I want to highlight this is it's really important that we're not just talking about exercise with Parkinson's, but we're talking about some of the issues and the challenges that someone with Parkinson's also has. Now, we know that the research supports that about 20% increase in likelihood of falls for someone with Parkinson's disease as opposed to someone of the same age without Parkinson's. So that means the increased risk of falls is a lot more, and this can often be a challenge for people. We know that when we're trying to get people active, that one of the side effects of exercise and activity is that there is an increased risk of falling for someone with mobility or movement disorder type issues. So when it comes to falls and Parkinson's, it's very important to be well aware of this as a risk that can occur and something that we need to be training and working on. So what can cause falls and Parkinson's? Well, what we're looking at are things like slower movement because of the bradykinesia and the loss of reaction time. It's the awareness of the environment if there's some cognitive impairment. It can be loss of strength through loss of activity. It can also be the integration of the vestibular system. It can be loss of reaction time due to rigidity, and then there's a loss of postural control from the Parkinson's disease itself. So there are multiple factors when we're considering working with people with falls and Parkinson's, and it's been shown that falls rehabilitation and balance rehabilitation should be incorporated in everyday training for people with Parkinson's, and we definitely do that with our PD Warrior and our LSVT big exercises and our general Parkinson's treatment. That is part of what we do, is incorporate balance. So getting people to weight shift outside their base of support, stepping in lots of different directions, standing on a smaller base of support, moving over obstacles. So bringing all of those things into someone's training program is super important. It's also about giving someone confidence to move with skill and with speed as they need to manage those falls within Parkinson's. And that's before we even touch on freezing, where someone's unable to move when they go to move at initiation or when they're turning or something like that, where falls become a high risk as well. So what are some of the things that you can do at home to manage this? Well, I think one is making sure that your environment is really safe. If you are at risk of falls or feel that your balance isn't in the best shape, that you make sure your environment is nice and clear, that you've got big areas to move around that are clear of things you could fall over, trip hazards, mats, rugs, change in surfaces. All those can factor into that, making sure there's adequate lighting at night time. So is it using a night light or a motion sensor light when you go into the bathroom? So just little things like that can be really helpful, as well as obviously exercise. We want to improve strength and reaction time. We want to work on balance specifically. We want to improve cardiovascular fitness, because we know the fitter someone is, the more they're able to move around independently, and it reduces their risk of falls. Making sure that we're doing lots of dual tasking so that you can multitask when balance becomes an issue, or that you're working on that, so from that attentional piece as well. Keeping fit and active and moving, and the use of walking aids can be beneficial with falls management too. So there's lots of things we could talk about, but those are just a few that I wanted to chat to about today. Hopefully that gives you some ideas. If you finding that you're having problems with falls and balance, feel free to reach out and talk to us. We're always here to help. Or if you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below, or email me, sarah@hibiscusneurorehab.co.nz. Talk to you soon. Bye.